And then I usually, we take the coconuts, their names down, and I'm to give them to me in a slip of paper. But you're the last caller and a coconut. Indeed, I'm going to crown you one. What is your name?
Maureen.
Maureen. You care to state your last name?
Marsteller.
Maureen Marsteller. All right, that's a nice name. What are you? Are you a mother?
Yes, I'm a mother of 3 children.
Do you work?
Yes, I do work.
What do you do?
Well, I'm a customer service representative.
All right. Now, I take it that you called me to wish me well. Is that the purpose of your call?
I called you to wish you well and tell you something that I've been thinking about for 13 years and how you've touched our family.
Uh-huh.
Can I tell you this?
You sure can.
Okay. My husband and I always listen to you at dinner, always have, for a long time. We've been married 17 years.
Yes.
And 13 years ago, we had our first child. And, of course, he started listening to the radio talk show as well.
Yes.
And, when he was about 8 months old, we were sitting at the dinner table, and he hadn't spoken yet, just Mom and Dad and that kind of thing. And as you were signing off, you said, "This is Myron Cope," and he said, "On sports."
Yeah, those were the first 2 words of his life?
Those are the first 2 words he ever put together in his life.
That's fantastic.
Passing that around for 13 years.
His first 2 words at 8 months of age were,
right.
He finished my line.
Absolutely. Before you,
yoy.
Myron.
That's a double yoy. but, you know, it doesn't entirely surprise me. I remarked recently that over the years, I became convinced that I am huge with 2-year-olds and dogs. I am constantly getting people I run into or something. My 2-year-old... as soon as that show of yours comes on, that kid, everything stops. And dogs, because dogs bark. When I come on the air, dogs bark. They do. And I've heard this over and over for as long as I've been on the air. My 2-year-old or my dog, one or the other. So an 8-month-old kid, his first 2 words, I'm saying Myron Cope and he's saying On Sports. I'd have made you a coconut any time for that.
Well,
now, what room are you in?
Dogs and kids know who to love, Myron, and we love you here at our family.
Isn't that kind of you? What, are you in the kitchen or where?
No, I'm upstairs locked in the bedroom so the kids can't beat on me while I'm talking.
Okay, well, I want you to lean on a bureau or something because this can be, this may fell you. So get some support somewhere. Arthur, do you have that coconut tree willed in? All right, let's shake it good. And again, great things happen to people who become coconuts. Great things are going to happen to you, dear babe, dear Maureen Marsteller. Here we go. Let's shake it. Real hard. We got one coming loose. I can see it coming loose. Come on, got loose there, will you? Here it comes. Are you okay, dear babe?
I'm still recovering.
Well, you just got hit. What do you mean you're still recovering? But you sound like you're cogent and you're entirely possessed of your senses.
I am truly, deeply honored.
Well, great things will happen to you. I'm telling you, very shortly you will be promoted or whatever. But your future is assured, and thank you so much for calling.
Oh, thank you, Myron, for many years of happiness.
Well, you're very welcome. And holy heck, I guess that's we're nearing the end. So. How about that? Yeah, well, I tell you what, it has sure been a great trip with all you folks. And I want to thank you so much for listening all these years. And I know there's been times when I've aggravated the heck out of you, but most of you have hung in anyhow and willing to give me a break and start with an open mind the next day. So it's just been terrific, and I'll still be around, doing the things I've talked about. And gee whiz. Good night to all of you. My final talk show. Good night to Mildred. This is Myron Cope on Sports. Coco, let's swing to that hotline. How do your first in a store?
Hi, Myron.
Yes, indeedy, dear babe. What's on your noodle? What are you doing? Catching flies in there, Arthur? She's slapping her hands around catching flies.